All right, hello everyone. This is Bianca Rolls with my gentle yoga class. Today we're going to be doing some restorative poses. If you have a pillow nearby, you're going to grab one of those. And if you have a strap, you can use a scarf, a belt, or a rope, anything like that. If you don't have these items, that's fine. We can work with what we have. So let's get started with our pillow. Again, you can do it without if you'd like, but we're going to come lying down on our back in a supported fish pose. So we're going to lie right over our pillow. You want it to be right in the middle of your back. So your glutes are down. You're going to lay right over it. The back of your head is going to be onto your mat. Now you can bring your feet together, knees wide, or you can bring your feet wide, knees together. However is most comfortable for you. You can have a little bit more of pressure in that block that pillow if you have your feet up, or you can have your hips more open out. So find where you're comfortable. Go ahead and close those eyes, and then we're going to start by really focusing on our breath. Okay. Noticing how you're feeling today. Checking in with the mind and the body. And bringing awareness to those areas that need a little more attention today. Taking note of any thoughts running through your mind about your week so far. And then start to really focus on that breath, slowly brushing those thoughts away, your tension and stress away, to just really dive deep into your pranayama, your breath. Noticing those inhales and exhales, filling up the lungs and deflating them back down. Maybe you start to feel your chest open up a little bit, your back start to bend. Maybe you start to feel a little bit of a stretch here in our supported fish. And then as you breathe and dive deep into your mat, think about an intention you'd like to focus on for our practice today. Think about what brought you here to this space. What brought you here to this practice? Maybe it was you were needing a little bit of me time. Maybe it was you were needing a little bit more of a stretch after your workout or after sitting for a long time. Whatever brought you here, breathe into that intention here, honoring it. Now, know that you can always come back to that intention whenever you need an extra little reminder of why you're here, what you want to get out of your practice. If you just need a little extra push or boost for your practice, just take your mind back to your breath and your intention. Now, we're going to start straightening out our legs. Reaching those arms above the head, take a full body stretch. So you're reaching through those fingertips and those toes. Good. And then we're going to hug those knees in towards our chest, really pressing that back into your pillow or into your mat. And then rolling out to the side, we're going to take our pillow out from underneath us, if you have one, and place it in between our knees. So squeeze that pillow, tee out those arms. You can cactus them if you're in a tight space. And then you're gonna bring those knees over to the left. So a nice supported twist. Your gaze is going to go to the right here. So you're twisting, wringing out that spine. Gaze is going to the right, knees to the left. Twisting in opposite directions. Upper body pulls right, lower body pulls left to really find that twist deep into the core, deep into the belly and the spine and the middle of your body. See if you can find that deep breath here as you hold this pose. If you want to get a little fancy, if you need a little bit more, let's straighten out our right leg. Just let it hang down, making sure it's stacked right over that left leg. Maybe you find your knees, your leg a little bit higher up. You can even take your right leg above the left, keeping it nice and straight, but you can have a slight bend in that knee. Maybe you feel that deeper stretch in the back here with that leg lifted. Taking 2 more deep breaths here. One more. And then inhale back through center. Squeeze that pillow, readjust here. And then we're gonna find ourselves twisting our knees over to the right and our gaze to the left. Now, you can have your right hand on the knees. You can have cactus arms, straight arms. Just make sure that upper body is pulling left and the lower body is pulling right. Take those senses inward. Notice what's going on in the body, where you're feeling this stretch. And find that, or flow that breath, flush that breath to that area that is feeling this pose the most. If you want to try that straight leg, you can straighten out that left leg, let it fall over, stacking on the right, or bringing it above that right leg to get a little bit more in that glute, the back of the hamstring, maybe that lower back. Breathing again wherever you feel it. Every exhale, maybe you feel yourself start to wring out and get a little deeper. Now take 2 more breaths. One more. And then start to inhale, bring those knees back through center. Let's release that pillow down, and you're gonna grab your strap, your belt, your scarf, whatever you found, and place it underneath the right foot. So that left foot can still be underneath the knee. We're gonna take our hamstring stretch here as we grab high up on that strap. We're gonna let our elbows hang down and just use those elbows to pull that leg inward. So trying to relax the leg as much as possible. You can have the slight bend in your knee, but you really want to try to get those toes towards your face. So to help you bring that strap underneath the ball of your foot. So you can pull that leg to straighten. You can pull that heel towards the sky. Make sure that whole back is flat on the ground. See if you can get a little further into this pose with 2 more breaths. Now grabbing that strap into the right hand, both sides of the strap in the right hand, we're going to pull that right knee down towards the armpit. You can take your left hand onto the underneath of your knee, the thigh area, and pull it down. So you're pulling with that hand, you're pulling with that strap to really compress that hip crease here into your half happy baby. For more, you can come onto the outer edge of that left knee and let that left knee fall open, opening up the hip in a different direction with the left leg, but compressing that hip with the right side. 2 more breaths. 1 more. And start to release. Bring that strap from out underneath your foot. Place it underneath your right knee. Now extend your left leg long. Take that strap underneath the ball of your foot, both hands to your strap, and we're just going to let those elbows hang down, using them as weights to pull that left leg in. So there's just a little bit of active engagement here. You don't want too much tension in the leg or the arms. You're trying to make this as passive as possible, using just those elbows to get that stretch in the back of the leg. Check in with that spine. Make sure that lower curve is right onto the mat to support that lower back. And then maybe you take 2 more breaths to find that fullest expression. One more. Good. Now take the strap into your left hand. We're going to take that half happy baby. So right hand is into that knee crease. Pull that thigh towards the belly. Compress it. And use that left arm to pull that foot down, to pull that knee down towards the armpit. So it's really on the outer edge of that rib cage here. Opening that hip up here. You can let that right knee fall out to the side for an added little stretch in the right hip. Try to release tension on the right side and the left leg. Just use those arms for guidance into that fullest expression. 2 more breaths. Now, when you're ready, let's slowly release our strap and hug those knees in towards the chest, giving yourself a little gentle rock side to side just to kind of roll out that lower back. Now rolling onto one side, we're going to press ourselves up slightly. Grab your pillow and place it underneath the left side. So your knees can be bent here and your arms are going to be straight up here. Right arm comes to squeeze that hip. So you're stacking those shoulders, you're stacking those hips, and you're getting a little bit of a side stretch in that left side. And then if you want to stack another pillow on top for a little bit more of a stretch in the side body, you can. But we also feel a good lengthening and a good stretch in the right side as well. So breathe here, hang heavy. Breathe into where you feel the stimulants, the stretch. 2 more deep breaths. Beautiful. Now slide it back up here. Let's come onto the other side. So taking your pillow underneath the right side, you can bend those knees. You can take your right arm straight out. Place that ear right on top. Left arm sandwiches the head here. So you're feeling that bend, that stretch, side stretch in the right side, and a lengthening through the left. Again, stacking pillows if you'd like a little bit more. Breathing here to find a nice deep stretch wherever you feel it the most. Take 2 more breaths. 1 more. And then inhale, let's slide it back up. Good. Now, we're going to come seated onto our mat here. Let's take our hands to those knees and we'll do a little seated cat-cow just to stretch out that spine a little bit. Get it moving. So let's inhale, look up and arch the back. Exhale, look down and round, pull that navel in. Inhale, look up and arch. Exhale, look down and round. 2 more. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. 1 more big inhale, arch. And exhale, round. Good. Now find that neutral spine. Now we're going to take a little bit of a pretzel here. So you're going to take your right foot either in front of your left leg, that's fine. If you want to take it on top of your thigh, that's fine too. Lots of options. You can take it on top of your pillow as well. I'm going to place mine on top of my thigh. Now, we're going to take eagle arms. So, taking your arms up towards the sky, let's take our right arm underneath our left, twisting it up like ropes. You can wrap all the way around or grab opposite shoulders. Here, we're going to lengthen on our inhale. And then exhale, we're going to fold in. Now you're going to stay here folded in as you feel a nice shoulder stretch, a back stretch, and a hip stretch. If you have your pillow nearby, you can rest those hands on top of your pillow in your eagle arms and let your forehead rest down towards the ground or right on top of your hands. Let's take a few breaths here. Lots of twisting and tension going on here. So breathe into this pose and find where you're really needing those adjustments the most, where you're needing that breath to be sent the most, to find that fullest expression. Take 2 more breaths. On your next inhale, rise back up through center. Now, let's take a little twist before we move to the other side. Left hand to the knee, right hand behind you. Lengthen and press away from that right knee. Look over that right shoulder and twist. Gaze behind you, bring it out here. Take a nice deep breath. And then inhale back through center. Left foot can come in front of the shin, in front, or on top of the thigh, or on top of your pillow. Take wherever you'd like to go. And we're going to reach those arms up, start to lengthen out your spine, out of the lower waist, and take that left hand underneath the right. So we're going to wrap it up into our eagle arms. Now let's inhale, look up, take a little back bend, and then exhale, start to hinge forward. If you need another little pillow to stack on top of, that's fine. If you're grabbing your shoulders, that's fine too. But hang heavy and fold forward to feel this stretch. A combination of different poses, a fold, a hip opener in our little fire log, and an eagle armed stretch, getting into those shoulders. So breathe into it. Honor that body. Find that edge, that fullest expression. Two more breaths. See if you can let go of more. And inhale, slowly rise. We're going to unwind those arms. Take our right hand to our knee, our left hand behind us. Lengthen through that spine and take your twist. Look over that left shoulder. Bring it out here. One more inhale. Twist, exhale. And inhale through center. Good. Now we're going to roll over our knees and find a tabletop position. Let's take our hands underneath our shoulders, our knees underneath our hips here. And we're going to start to walk out our hands about a foot in front of us, finding our puppy pose. So that forehead comes down, shoulders open up here. If you'd like, you can place your pillow underneath those hands to add a little extra height with those hands to open the shoulders a little bit further. Really send those hips up high, keep them stacked over the knees. Let that chest melt towards the mat. Take two more breaths. Inhale, start to slowly walk it up. We're going to come onto our knees high up into our camel pose. So we're going straight into that deep counter stretch. Hands come to our back pockets and reach those elbows towards one another. We're going to press our hips forward, drop our head back. Now you can stay here in your supported camel, or you can go unsupported, maybe tucking those toes, reaching one hand at a time for those heels, dropping that head. 2 deep breaths here. Really press those hips forward. Shine that heart up. 1 more breath. And then inhale, walk those hands up and bring those hands to the ground, sitting onto those heels. Grab your strap, your rope, your belt, and then we're going to take it behind the back. Grip as wide as you need to. I folded mine, but if you need a little bit wider, that's fine too. We're going to take a assisted rabbit pose. So you're going to tuck that chin into your chest. You're trying to get that forehead to your knees. So really tucking around as much as you can here. Trying to get that forehead down. Try to get the crown of the head right at the top, not the forehead, the top of the head onto the mat. Let those shoulders open up. Let those hips lift here into your assisted rabbit pose. Shoulders open up. Hips lift. Take another 2 breaths. 1 more. And then inhale it, slowly start to rise up. Releasing that strap. Let's come back over onto our glutes. Let's straighten out our left leg. Take our final 2 poses. Pull that right knee in. Now you're going to take your strap behind your back. Okay? You can have a couple options here. We're going to reach those arms up first and frame that left leg, reaching out in front. Now you can also reach those hands out to the sides. Option 2, take the hands behind you. Make sure that right arm stays in front of the shin and grab onto that strap. You're inching those fingers towards one another. You're inching them together here, trying to get them close to one another here. Now, with our little bind here in our sage pose, start to fold it forward as far as you can go. 1 more breath. And then inhale, rise. Take the other side, right leg out, left foot in. Reach those arms up first, start to lengthen out. Frame that front leg. Take the hands out to the sides. And then maybe back towards your strap. Inching those fingers together as much as you can onto your strap. Keeping that left arm in front of that left leg. Lengthen through that spine and fold it forward in your sage pose. So you can go a little deeper. 1 more breath. Good. Now inhale, start to rise. Bring that strap out of the way. Now, if you have a wall nearby, we're going to use that to finish with our legs up the wall. So, I have a little piling over here. I'm going to use this. But you're going to scoot towards the wall, scoot towards maybe a chair if that's closer, and we're going to start laying down onto our back. Now you're going to straighten those legs up your surface of your wall, wherever you are, and then let those hands just kind of come onto your belly. We're going to take a few breaths here, just allowing that blood flow from the lower limbs come down to the heart a little bit easier. Soaking in our practice here. Really close those eyes and dive deep into how you feel right now, right here, after your practice and all those poses that we've done. I make you a cup when I come to Vegas? Start to bring awareness back to that intention you had in the beginning of class. What brought you here to your space, to your practice today? Being grateful for what brought you here, honoring your practice, honoring your intention. Let's take 2 cleansing breaths to close. Bringing those palms together at the heart. Take 1 deep inhale, fill it up all the way to the top. Open the mouth and let it go. 1 more deep breath in, fill it up all the way to the top. Open the mouth and let it all go. The light in me honors the light in you guys. If you'd like to stay here longer, you can, but I'm gonna cut it off there. I hope you guys enjoyed practice today. And I hope you guys have a great weekend, since I will not see you until next week.
Thank you.
Namaste, everyone. You're welcome.
Bye, Bianca.
Bye, Allison.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye, you're welcome.